Hi everyone, it's Alexis with Project Management Made Simple. Before we get started, I wanted to share with you all some exciting news. I am offering one-on-one coaching services. So if you would like some insight on Agile, Scrum, or anything underneath the umbrella of project management, feel free to book with me directly using my link below that I will have posted in the description. Now, moving on to the video topic at hand, I'm going to be giving you all some insight on how you can approach the anti-pattern where stakeholders have been invited to the Sprint Retrospective. The goal of the Sprint Retrospective is to give Scrum teams an opportunity to inspect and adapt their Scrum process. They will do things like answering a series of questions such as what went well, what didn't go so well, and what actions can be taken by the team to improve their process. Now, as an implicit assumption and agreement built into this Scrum event is the importance that this is an event held by the team and for the team. It is not a space where stakeholders are to come in and to give their opinions and to give their voice around and to share their voice around things. This is a space where the team is meant to feel psychologically safe, where there is mutual trust and mutual respect amongst all of the team members. And in order for this to happen, in order for this to have any chance of happening, it's important that this space is limited to the Scrum team, those who are owning the process and those who are performing the process. Now, if we're seeing this anti-pattern where stakeholders have now been invited to the retrospective and are attending, as a Scrum Master, it is their responsibility to understand why this is happening. And this could be first determining who it was that invited the stakeholders, right? If it's someone on the team, then you likely want to have a conversation with them first. Remind them of the purpose of the retro. Remind them of the aspects, like I mentioned, that need to be true so that this can be a useful and productive event. And then once that happens, talking with the stakeholders directly to understand from them their reasons for joining the retrospective. It could be the case that some of them were invited and they don't know what a retrospective is. They may just be following orders. Someone forwarded them an invite. And so with those kind of stakeholders, it might just be a brief conversation that says, hey, we're going to limit this conversation to the team, but I do want to make sure that we're servicing your needs. And some of them might very well just say, oh, great, one less meeting, right? One less meeting for me to attend to, so I'm perfectly fine. But you may have other stakeholders who are more invested in it and may see it as, or may have their own reasons. Right? So that's why the Scrum Master is there to understand what those reasons are. If they are there to understand the progress of the team, well then let's make sure that we direct them to the sprint review. And I would say before doing any of this is to first make sure that these stakeholders that have been invited to the retrospective have also been invited to the sprint review. Because if they haven't, then that's going to be a gap regardless of them not coming to the retrospective anymore. We want to make sure they are at least invited to the sprint review. This also may bring to light another opportunity to inspect our sprint review to see if that is answering the questions that these stakeholders are expecting to be answered as a part of our retrospective. This is a video answering the question, how do you deal with stakeholders who have been invited to the Sprint Retrospective? If you found this video helpful, please do give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel. If you have any other questions or comments, feel free to leave those below, and I will talk to you all in my next video.